For centuries, to wear the color purple was to wear power itself. Welcome to Curious Growth, the Daily Dose. Today, we're unraveling a question that stitches together history, biology, and economics. Why was purple the color of kings, queens, and emperors? The story begins not with a crown, but with a snail. Specifically, a species of sea snail known today as Bolinus brandaris. For thousands of years, this creature, found in the Tyre region of the Mediterranean Sea, held the secret to the world's most coveted color. The Phoenicians, ancient maritime traders, were the first to master the difficult and, frankly, disgusting process of creating this dye around 1600 BC. Imagine this. To produce a single gram of what became known as Tyrian Purple, they had to harvest and milk tens of thousands of these sea snails. The process was laborious and foul-smelling. Workers would extract a tiny droplet of mucus from each snail's hypobranchial gland. These secretions were then left in vats under the sun, where a chemical reaction would take place, transforming the liquid from a creamy white to yellow, then green, and finally to a deep, vibrant purple. The stench of the dye works was so overwhelming that ancient writers commented on it frequently. Now, consider the scale. It took an estimated 250,000 snails to produce just 1 ounce of usable dye, enough to color a single Roman toga. This incredible scarcity meant the price was astronomical. In the time of the Roman Emperor Diocletian, a pound of purple wool cost more than a pound of gold. It was quite literally worth more than its weight in gold. Because of this, Tyrian purple became the ultimate status symbol. It wasn't just a color, it was a declaration of immense wealth and power. Only the highest echelons of society could afford it. Roman senators wore a stripe of purple on their togas, and emperors wore full purple garments. Laws were even passed, known as sumptuary laws, that explicitly forbade anyone outside the ruling class from wearing it. To wear purple was to risk punishment, because you were visually claiming a status you didn't have. Cleopatra was famously obsessed with the color, using it to dye the sails of her royal barge. This association held for centuries. Even after the fall of Rome, the Byzantine emperors continued the tradition, referring to themselves as born in the purple, porphyrogenitos, a phrase that signified a legitimate royal birth within the palace walls. So the big idea is this. Purple's royal status wasn't about aesthetics, it was a direct result of extreme rarity and economic control. The color acted as a powerful, non-verbal signal of elite status that was nearly impossible to forge. You couldn't simply find a purple flower and replicate it. The complex and costly manufacturing process, derived from a specific natural resource, created a barrier to entry that only the wealthiest and most powerful could overcome. It reminds us that throughout history, what we value is often a direct reflection of what is most difficult to obtain. The reign of Tyrian Purple only came to an end in 1856, when a young chemist named William Henry Perkin accidentally synthesized a purple dye while trying to create a cure for malaria. His synthetic mauve made the color accessible to everyone, and in doing so, stripped it of its ancient power. The color of emperors was suddenly available to the masses. So the next time you pick up a purple shirt or see the color in your daily life, remember its incredible journey, from a humble sea snail to the symbol of absolute power. A story of how rarity can define reality. This has been Curious Growth, the Daily Dose. Follow us for more stories of the ideas that shape our world.